Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen, and in this video I am going to be telling you 5 ways that you're messing up your future without thinking about it. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Follow me on Instagram, the link is on my profile, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is something that I've wanted to talk about for a while because I had it going around in my head and I've learned a lot from trial and error in my own life, and I've made a lot of mistakes in productivity and just planning and so forth that I don't want you to have to make. Think of this video as I made these mistakes so you don't have to. So the first one is procrastination and lack of planning. If you are a serial procrastinator, or even if you think, oh, I don't want to do that goal right now, I'll come back to it later, but you don't specify when later is, chances are you're not going to come back to it. If you don't have a plan, chances are you're not going to come back to it. If you don't have deadlines, if you don't set yourself time-measured goals, chances are you're not going to come back to it. And you're going to end up having a lot of pipe dreams rather than achieved goals. Which is, when you look back on your life, think of it from your perspective at like age 80 or something. That's quite sad that you had a lot of goals and you never really made a plan, and you never held yourself to a deadline, and you never achieved them. So this might seem like a very depressing thing to talk about in the first minute of this video, but think of that from your own perspective at 80 or 90 or whenever you think your life expectancy is going to end. And think about how you would feel if you procrastinated or didn't plan your own goals. So procrastination and lack of planning, that's the first one. The way to combat this is just to start writing your goals down. That is a really actionable thing you can do. Start writing your goals down, set yourself calendar reminders for different stages of goals, break them down into steps. Own your goals. If you're not excited about a goal, then you're very much not going to do it. So you might as well just not have written it down in the first place. If you're not excited about it, there's no point. You should be making sure that your goals are actually going in a direction that you want to go in life. So I guess that's my sort of ramble on the first point. The second point is something that I was making this mistake up until early this year, and that is neglecting financial responsibility. So again, I wasn't bad with money, I wasn't great with money. In fact, I've done another video on this, I will try and link it. And that's all about how to get your finances in order, but this is something really important, and if you can get on it in your early 20s, or even late teens would be great, but I didn't. So, you know, in your 20s at some point is a good time to do this. So make sure that your financial planning is in order, make sure you learn how to budget, make sure you learn how to have savings goals, how to invest, and so forth. And if you have debt, make a plan to get out of it, and so on and so forth. Again, you can watch my other video on that, but I thought it was important to mention that financial planning is key, and educating yourself, reading about it, listening to podcasts, watching videos. Yeah, take responsibility for your financial future. The third one is avoiding personal growth and skill development. So when you kind of plateau, this is when you kind of plateau in life. You've got to a level where you're comfortable and you're thinking, okay, that's enough. Is it? Or is it that you just don't really want to push yourself outside your comfort zone? So for some people, they might get to a level in their lives where they've got the skills they need to live the life they want, and that's fine, and they don't want to go any further. But if you think that's you, fine, but I would want you to ask yourself this question. Are you doing this because you're actually happy where you are, or are you doing this because you think it's going to be too uncomfortable to gain more skills and to change? Because if it's the second reason, then I think you're going to be disappointed with yourself down the line. So start teaching yourself something in your spare time. Get onto an online course. Learn something new. Set a goal. For example, I want to learn 5 languages by the age of 30. I'm already on 2.5, so obviously I speak English, I speak German, and I've learned some Portuguese, so I'm working on that. The other 2 I want to learn are Spanish and Mandarin, so we shall see where that goes. But the point is, have goals that stretch you, have goals that sort of push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit, and always be looking to develop your skills and pursue personal growth. Okay, I have 2 more for you, and the first one is ignoring your health and well-being. This is probably my biggest. Out of this list, this is probably the one I'm failing the most on consistently, because I tend to prioritise my achievements and my academic work and my financial well-being ahead of my own health. So I work myself into the ground, I get burned out, and it's not something I'm particularly proud of because I've been trying to take care of my health, but in the end, like, I get very ambitious and I pursue my goals sort of to the detriment of my own well-being. So that's something that you shouldn't do. So don't do that. Make an effort to eat healthier. So for example, last year I started meal prepping, so that's been really healthy for me. I downloaded an app to track my water intake, so I was hydrated. I upped my skincare game. I tried some different ways of working out. So these are little things that you can try. I want to try yoga and meditation later on to improve my mental health, because obviously that's just as important as your physical health. The two they go hand in hand. You can't separate them. So make sure that you have a plan to take care of your health and well-being, both physical and mental, and honestly your productivity will improve as a result. It is productive to take care of yourself, and it is productive to have a rest, and it is productive to buy yourself a skincare product that you know you're going to use over and over again, and that makes you feel good about yourself. So health and well-being should be a top priority for you. Okay, the last one is one that's very close to my heart, and that is maintaining toxic relationships. So if you are constantly around people who bring you down, who talk shit about your ambitions, or who just generally don't like you very much, then that's going to be a drain on your emotional energy, and it's going to ultimately destroy your confidence, your self-esteem, and have all sorts of other negative emotional impacts that might stand in the way of you achieving your goals. You might start to doubt yourself, think you're not good enough, think maybe this goal's not the right goal for you because it doesn't fit in with the people that you're with, and I honestly think it should be the other way around. You should get yourself a circle of friends that suit your goals rather than making your goals smaller to suit your circle of friends. So just take a look at your social circle. This might be family, friends, work colleagues, neighbours, whatever. Okay, maybe the neighbours one was a bit far. If you don't like your neighbours, just don't talk to them. But yeah, if the people around you are being overly negative about your goals and it's having a negative impact on you, that's fucking up your future. And I can't sugarcoat that for you. So I will maybe do another video on how to navigate, like, toxic people in your life. Comment down below if you'd like to see that, because that is a video I would very much like to make. And yeah, just take a look at your relationships, be intentional about them, whether they're romantic or platonic or familial. And if you see that somebody's having a negative impact on your life, question how you can sort of reduce that. So can you reduce contact with them? Can you have a serious talk with them about, like, dude, not cool, stop doing that? Because some people will listen to that and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise it affected you. So it's not all about cutting people out of your life. You can have serious conversations with people and be like, this is bad, please don't do it. And if they're reasonable, they will listen. If they're not reasonable, then that's maybe when you have to start limiting contact with them or get new friends. So that's all I have for you today. Those are 5 ways you are fucking up your life without realising it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, comment down below any thoughts. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!